Hello and welcome, Minnesota Farah. We are genuinely very happy to have you with us for our daily coverage of the NFL news. Please subscribe to our channel to support our initiative as we bring to you the latest updates from the world of NFL on a daily basis. Now let's dive deep into our news stories.
Welcome, sports fans, to another exhilarating NFL news roundup. I'm your host, and today we've got a jam-packed show filled with the latest updates from around the league. 1. Carolina Panthers, Chandler Zavala's spirited recovery. In Carolina, there's a heartwarming update on offensive guard Chandler Zavala, who suffered a neck injury. Despite his hospitalization, Zavala is in good spirits, and coach Frank Reich has reassured fans that he's on the road to recovery. It's always uplifting to see players maintain a positive outlook even in the face of adversity. Now, let's move on to our next update. 2. Chicago Bears, Peterman's promotion and injury returns. Heading over to the Windy City, the Chicago Bears have been making moves. Quarterback Nathan Peterman has been promoted from the practice squad, providing depth at the position. On the injury front, offensive lineman Doug Kramer is set to return from injured reserve, and cornerback Kyler Gordon is also making strides towards his return. The Bears are shuffling the deck, trying to find the winning combination. Now, let's move on to our next update. 3. Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson's shoulder woes. In Cleveland, there's concern about star quarterback Deshaun Watson's right shoulder. Watson missed Week 4 due to this injury, and coach Kevin Stefanski has mentioned that he's working tirelessly on his rehab. Browns fans will be anxiously waiting for updates on his progress, as Watson's health is paramount to the team's success. Now, let's move on to our next update. 4. Dallas Cowboys, Turpin's timely injury and Goodwin's tough break. Over in Dallas, wide receiver Cavani Turpin has suffered a high ankle sprain, which could potentially keep him sidelined for 4-6 weeks. This is undoubtedly a blow to the Cowboys' high-flying offense. Additionally, defensive back C.J. Goodwin tore his pectoral muscle during Sunday night's game. Injuries like these can have a significant impact on a team's season, and the Cowboys will need to adapt quickly. Now, let's move on to our next update. 5. Detroit Lions, Emmanuel Moseley's season-ending injury. Detroit Lions fans received some unfortunate news. Cornerback Emmanuel Moseley, who had just returned from a knee injury, suffered a torn ACL. This means he'll be out for the remainder of the season. It's a tough break for Moseley and the Lions, who are looking forward to having him back in action. Now, let's move on to our next update. 6. Green Bay Packers, Aaron Jones hamstring woes. In Green Bay, star running back Aaron Jones is dealing with a nagging hamstring injury. While he made a return last week, it's uncertain whether he'll be able to suit up for the next game. His availability is critical for the Packers' offense, and they'll be monitoring his condition closely. Now, let's move on to our next update. 7. Indianapolis Colts, Richardson's lengthy absence. The Colts are facing some quarterback trouble. Anthony Richardson has been diagnosed with a grade 3 AC joint sprain, which could sideline him for over a month. An MRI will provide more clarity, but a stint on injured reserve seems likely. The Colts will need to find a solution under center during Richardson's absence. Now, let's move on to our next update. 8. Jacksonville Jaguars, Zay Jones MRI and Cam Robinson's relief. Over in Jacksonville, wide receiver Zay Jones is undergoing an MRI for a knee injury. The results will determine his availability moving forward. On a brighter note, left tackle Cam Robinson's elbow injury appears to be less severe than initially feared. Jaguars fans will be holding their breath for Jones' diagnosis. Now, let's move on to our next update. 9. Las Vegas Raiders, Davante Adams expected return. In Las Vegas, star wide receiver Davante Adams is expected to play despite a shoulder injury. Adams has been a key target for the Raiders, and his presence on the field is always a game changer. Fans will be watching closely to see if he can perform at his usual high level. Now, let's move on to our next update. 10. Minnesota Vikings, Justin Jefferson's hamstring woes. The Vikings are concerned about wide receiver Justin Jefferson, who is dealing with a hamstring injury. Tests will be conducted to assess the severity of the injury. Coach Kevin O'Connell didn't have any updates on Jefferson's status, leaving fans eager for more information. Stay tuned for more thrilling NFL action, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. Until next time, folks, keep cheering for your favorite teams, and may the football gods bless us with exciting games ahead.